Have you ever stood in front of something so powerful, so majestic, that it took your breath away? In today's episode of Top 5 Nature, we're taking you on a jaw-dropping journey across 5 of the most incredible waterfalls on Earth. Natural wonders that defy imagination and redefine beauty. From the thundering roar of Victoria Falls in Africa to the sky-high mist of Angel Falls in Venezuela, these are places where time stands still and nature speaks the loudest. We're not just talking about tourist spots. You're about to witness the tallest, widest, wildest, and most mysterious waterfalls that you absolutely must see in 2025. Whether you're planning your next big adventure or just love nature's raw power, this video is your ticket to 5 unforgettable destinations. So sit back, turn up the volume, and prepare to be amazed. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to support Top 5 Nature. We're here every week bringing you the most awe-inspiring sights this planet has to offer. And your support helps us keep exploring and sharing the magic of the natural world. Let's get started. 1. Victoria Falls, the legendary white curtain of wild Africa. Straddling the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls, known locally as Mosi-oa-Tunya, meaning the smoke that thunders, is one of the largest and most awe-inspiring waterfalls on Earth. It's not just a natural wonder, but a powerful symbol of Africa's raw, untamed beauty, stretching over 1,700 meters, 5,600 feet, wide, and plunging from a height of about 354 feet. Victoria Falls creates a dramatic sheet of cascading water that seems to slice the sky in two. During peak flow season, the thunderous roar of the falls can be heard from over 40 kilometers away, while towering mist columns, sometimes rising more than 400 meters, form breathtaking rainbows that dance across the sky day and night. What sets Victoria Falls apart from other famous waterfalls is its impressive width, forming the largest continuous curtain of falling water in the world. The surrounding area, including Mosi-oa-Tunya National Park and Victoria Falls National Park, offers visitors a chance to immerse themselves in the wild. From wildlife safaris and rainforest walks to adrenaline-pumping adventures like bungee jumping off the iconic Victoria Falls Bridge, whitewater rafting down the Zambezi River, or soaring above the falls on a scenic helicopter flight. Victoria Falls is not just a destination, it's a full sensory experience. The thunder, the mist, the colors, and the sheer force of nature come together in a way that's humbling and unforgettable. To stand before Victoria Falls is to witness the grandeur of the natural world in its most breathtaking form. 2. Iguazu Falls, a majestic symphony of water in the heart of South America's rainforest. Located on the border between Argentina and Brazil, Iguazu Falls is often called the jewel of South America and is one of the most spectacular natural wonders on Earth. With more than 270 individual waterfalls stretching nearly 3 kilometers, 1.9 miles, Iguazu presents a breathtaking panorama where water and jungle merge to create a living symphony of wild nature. The most iconic part of the falls is the Garganta del Diablo, or Devil's Throat, a U-shaped drop nearly 80 meters, 260 feet, high, where thunderous water crashes down and thick mist rises into the air, giving visitors the surreal feeling of standing at the gateway to another world. Wooden footbridges and jungle pathways are cleverly designed to bring viewers astonishingly close to the action, delivering an overwhelming and mesmerizing experience. More than just a visual marvel, Iguazu is also home to hundreds of native plant and animal species within Iguazu and Iguazu National Parks, both designated UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Visitors can pair their waterfall adventure with activities such as rainforest trekking, adrenaline-filled boat rides beneath the falls, or even scenic helicopter flights for a bird's-eye view. Iguazu Falls is not just a place to see, it's a place to feel. To be surrounded by roaring water, vibrant rainforest, and stunning natural energy is to be reminded of nature's unmatched power and beauty. A trip to Iguazu is a journey into the raw, unfiltered heart of the earth, an unforgettable encounter with the elemental forces that shape our world. 3. Angel Falls, the world's tallest waterfall, hidden in the heart of Venezuela. Tucked deep within Venezuela's Canaima National Park lies a natural wonder so remote, so awe-inspiring, that reaching it feels like entering a forgotten world. Angel Falls, or Salto Ángel in Spanish, holds the title of the tallest, uninterrupted waterfall on Earth, plunging a staggering 979 meters, or 3,212 feet, from the edge of the Auyan Tepuy, a flat-topped mountain in the ancient Guiana Highlands. Named after American aviator Jimmy Angel, who first flew over the falls in 1933, Angel Falls is not just a geographic record breaker, it is a poetic symbol of untouched wilderness. The water begins its descent from such an immense height that it often evaporates or drifts into mist before reaching the ground, creating a mystical and ghost-like veil floating over the jungle below. The journey to Angel Falls is an adventure in itself. There are no roads, only rivers, dense forest, and indigenous guides who lead you by boat and on foot. This isolation is part of its charm. Visitors often describe the experience as surreal, cruising along the Carao and Sharoon rivers, watching the Tepuy cliffs emerge from clouds, and finally standing in silent awe as the falls cascade from the sky like a ribbon from the heavens. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Canaima National Park is home not only to Angel Falls, but also to rare orchids, colorful toucans, and ancient geological formations over 2 billion years old. Angel Falls is more than a waterfall. It is a reminder of nature's grandeur, fragility, and mystery. To see it is to witness something eternal, timeless, and humbling. It's not just a destination, but a pilgrimage into the heart of the Earth's wild soul. 4. Niagara Falls. Nature's power on full display at the US-Canada border. Niagara Falls, straddling the border between the United States and Canada, is one of the most famous and visited natural wonders in the world. A breathtaking spectacle of water and mist, it consists of 3 separate waterfalls: Horseshoe Falls, the largest on the Canadian side, American Falls, and Bridal Veil Falls, both on the US side. Together, they form a mighty force that spills over 168,000 cubic meters, 6 million cubic feet, of water per minute during peak flow. What makes Niagara Falls so captivating isn't just its volume or height, though at up to 51 meters, 167 feet, it's impressively tall, but the sheer power and proximity of it all. Visitors can walk right up to the edge, feel the ground tremble beneath their feet, and get soaked in the thunderous mist from observation decks or the legendary Maid of the Mist boat ride. Beyond the falls themselves, the surrounding region is rich with attractions. The Canadian side boasts sweeping panoramic views, lush botanical gardens, and a vibrant town with shops, restaurants, and entertainment. On the American side, Niagara Falls State Park, the oldest state park in the US, offers scenic trails and platforms that let you get astonishingly close to the action. At night, the falls are illuminated in shifting colors, and fireworks often light up the sky, making the experience even more magical. Whether in winter, when ice forms dramatic sculptures, or summer, when rainbows arch over the cascading waters, Niagara Falls offers something unforgettable year-round. More than just a destination, Niagara Falls is a celebration of nature's strength and beauty, a place where water, time, and wonder collide in spectacular harmony. 5. Dechen Falls, Asia's breathtaking border waterfall between China and Vietnam. Hidden in the lush mountainous landscapes along the border between China and Vietnam, Dechen Falls is a majestic natural wonder that captivates visitors with its power, beauty, and serene surroundings. Also known as Ban Geok, Dechen Falls, this stunning cascade is the largest transnational waterfall in Asia and one of the most picturesque waterfalls in the world. The falls are formed by the Khe Sun River, which winds peacefully through karst mountains before dramatically plunging down a series of tiered limestone cliffs. The main waterfall stretches approximately 200 meters, 656 feet wide, and drops about 30 meters, 98 feet, creating a curtain of white water that thunders into jade-colored pools below. Surrounded by lush greenery, rice fields, and misty peaks, the scenery evokes a painting come to life. What makes Dechen Falls truly unique is its shared beauty across 2 nations. On one side lies Dakshin County, Guangxi Province in China. On the other is Trung Can District, Cao Bang Province in Vietnam. Visitors from both countries can enjoy breathtaking views, bamboo raft rides near the base of the falls, and cultural experiences from the local ethnic communities, such as the Zhuang and Tay people. Dechen Falls offers a peaceful yet powerful alternative to the world's more commercialized waterfalls. Unlike Niagara or Iguazu, it retains a sense of untouched charm, making it a hidden gem for travelers seeking natural beauty, tranquility, and a touch of cross-border adventure. Whether bathed in the golden light of sunset or wrapped in early morning mist, Dechen Falls is a symbol of harmony between land and water, between countries, and between people and nature.